Grahame Lesh announces Heart of Town Festival for the Dead 60 weekend.
The first thing you should bring is tickets.
Bring a tarp?
Bring a ground cover because it gets pretty wet.
Money, yes. Lots of money.
Woo!
Lots of money.
Lots of money. Lots of money. Lots of money. Got another little announcement here, Kev. I guess you could call it a festival. It's sort of going vibes and jams, or how they're kind of labeling it and throwing it out there. But another announcement for Dead 60 weekend. More to do in San Francisco over Dead 60 weekend.
I feel like someone teased this the other night.
Last night?
Yes, last night. Yes.
Last night, in fact. I know it feels like it was a while ago, but yes, I believe this is what Benji, our good friend Benji Eisen, was alluding to on the show last night. Came out today. I'll put up the oops, I was going to put up the this thing.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. So here's the announcement.
Pier 48 in Mission Rock. I see Terrapin Station Entertainment up in the corner. And then the weird thing along the top is the partnership there is the first thing that jumps out at me. But I guess San Francisco Giants do this all summer with lots of different bands.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it's a part of their festival. I think the Heart of Town is something that they do because it's kind of weird that they're putting it on if it's just for him, but I think it's something they do regularly up there. I don't know for sure. If you know, leave in the comments and let us know if you know who else plays this thing. But this is for that weekend specifically, July 31st, the 1st and 2nd. The interesting thing we'll jump over to in a minute when we go through this is the timing of it and what time they're actually playing. It's a little bit later in the evening, so you can still go to Dead 60 except for the first night. You can still go to Dead 60 and then catch this as an after show type thing, which is kind of unique, I feel like. But
well, Dead 60, the Grateful Dead, the Dead and Company thing is the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So this will be a night 0, and then you could go late night the next 2 nights.
That's why the first night is early. The first night's at 8, so that's smart. So that's nice. That's really good. But look at this lineup. I mean, Andy Frasco.
There's about 45 names on there. Yeah, North Mississippi All-Stars, people from Dawes. Joe Russo's Almost Dead.
Carl Denson, Karina Reichman. I mean,
and look at the last name. We got Goose. Goose is getting in on it.
Dude, Neil Francis, Melvin Seal, this is fantastic. Reed Mathis, Sam Grisman.
No, is this going to be better than the Dead 60?
I think this is going to be more fun than the Dead 60, to be honest with you, because I think the park and the cost and everything is going to be a little bit of a crap show up there a bit, so to speak. And, as we talked about the other day, how big the park is and how easy, so yeah, I feel like this is a lot more entertainment value wise. I think you're going to get a little bit more bang for your buck with this. So let's go to you got to go to the Giants website actually, which is interesting.
Yeah, let's check that out. The pre-sales. Let's check that out. Pre-sale starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. and the code is Relics. If you want to get in on the pre-sale, the 30th, which I guess is Monday, is going to be Pacific time. 10 a.m. is the general one sale. So, and one other thing, this is supporting the Rex Foundation,
yes,
which is the Grateful Dead's old charity that they used to do. Not quite sure what Rex Foundation ever did. I knew SIVA had something to do with eyeglasses. They also used to support SIVA. So what are the tickets looking like, man?
Ooh, so as you can see, the times too, 7 doors at 7, 8 p.m. night 0, as Kev said, and then the first and second 11 p.m. So these are sort of after shows, which is awesome. So if you didn't get enough Dead during the day or in the evening, head on over for late night stuff, which is fantastic. You can scroll down. I think they got, so where were the tickets at? Let's see here. Get tickets.
Yeah, let's take a look. And
it's not letting me click on it. That's weird.
Because it's a picture. That's funny.
I know. So doesn't have a link up yet. Let me see if I can find anything else on it while we're sitting here real quick.
Yeah, so they're going to have a VIP Terrapin Station experience where you're going to get a poster laminate, dedicated viewing area. Really, I think that this is going to be a fantastic celebration. I mean, of the Grateful Dead's legacy and of Phil's vision. having, he always wanted to bring as many people under the tent, so to speak, as he could after 99, after, he got back up on that stage there.
Yes. And I think that I'm trying to just see one thing here. I know that some of the trying to find the Relics pre-sales on sale now. With the passcode Relics, if you want to get it in there, all passes can be purchased at sfgiants.com, heart of town.
That's where we are. Yeah, right. How much for it? That's what we want to know. How much?
Let's see if I can get into it. Right, exactly. It says that, and then you click on get tickets, and it doesn't let you go to get tickets. I don't understand.
Maybe they don't have it set up yet, but you would think.
You would think. It says it's up now, though. Sales going on now until Sunday at midnight. So yeah, it should be going. That's weird.
Well, but then it says tickets 3-day passes will go on sale Friday, June 27th. Interesting.
Peter Shapiro and Jonathan Shank are serving as executive producers of this thing. So I mean, it's got a lot of names attached to it. This isn't just some little throw together thing. This is a rather nicely put together, curated, festival of music. It's fantastic. So it's exciting. More stuff to do up there. I mean, the more stuff you can do with the influx of people, I think, is going to be great.
I just wonder. I mean, obviously, this has been something they've been working on probably for the past year, and Dead and Company just came in. Poor Mitch Stein and Axial Tilt. He was doing the JGB show, the Melvin shows.
That was one time when it didn't pay to be on top of your, and be like, we got to get this booked early because it's going to be, whatever. And then all of a sudden it turns into this whole other thing going on that weekend. And you're like, well, great. All right. But again, I think there's enough for everybody to go around with all this stuff. And I mean, if you're a fan of all of this music, God, this is going to be a heck of a weekend. How much
tickets are. We're going to hang out for a second. And,
I know I can't find anything that opens up that that link.
My phone doesn't want to work. Oh. That's all right.
Right. Everything clicks me right back to this. Let's see. Tickets. Concerts.
Bum bum banana. The Terrapin Family Band. I'm gonna go look on one of those other websites. All right, the Relics pre-sale. There's a link out of jambands.com.
You probably have to go to the Relics site maybe for the pre-sale, and then the other tickets will be on this site. Maybe that's what it is.
All right. And it says that this code is not valid at this time. So, all right. They aren't going to let you know how much they are until you go in and try and buy them tomorrow.
But why can't you go in and try and buy them yet? Like, you can't even do anything yet. It says you can, though.
Yeah, well, there we go. We'll find out tomorrow. Everybody will go look. If you're watching this later, leave a comment and let us know if you're into doing this, if this is your kind of thing, if you wouldn't do Dead and Company and maybe do this instead. You could sleep all day. It's going to be cooler at night when you go out, if it's an 11 o'clock thing.
Well, that's what I was saying. Even being lost at the park, if you're going to get in the back of the park, like there's not a lot of difference between halfway to the back of the park and the back of the park. So if you're not even going to go in, you can just kind of hang out outside the park and get the vibes and, check it out and then head over to this early and get set up or something, check out the first set from outside the park and then.
Right, for free. You probably watch most of it. Get into space, roll out there in space. It'll probably be like 10 o'clock,
Exactly.
I'm sure Golden Gate Park has them out and done by 11. They aren't going to let something like that rage all night there. So you got a 3-day to Dead 16. This looks more, but thank you, Kevin.
I agree, Kevin. No, that's what we were kind of. As soon as I saw this, that's kind of where we were talking about. And then once we looked at the timing and the lineups, I was like, wow, this is really, especially night one. I mean, night one, that's night zero, I should say. Sorry, night one of this, which is night zero for Dead 60, but that's great. I mean, yeah, very cool. I might actually go up for this now instead. Check this out.
There you go.
So,
right. Talk to Benji.
yeah,
Say, Benji, you guys need help with this? Because I'll come up and film for you. See if you can get a press pass. Get yourself in the pit there in between that little area and get some good film.
Don't think I'm not going to text him as soon as we get off of here and throw that down to him and be like, hey, let's get some more press passes going on here.
Exactly. All right, we'll be back tomorrow night. We just dropped the High Sierra video, and like High Sierra itself, it's kind of bombing, but
I feel so bad for High Sierra. I mean, Benji was talking about last night. You know, it's such it's a tough year this year with, again, Dead 60 going on and Fish playing over the 4th. So
people commenting on that one about High Sierra that there are no headliners. You know. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I used to go every year before Jazz Fest. We would go out drinking for like the week before, and we called it putting ourselves in training to go to New Orleans.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's two things you got to remember too. One, San Francisco's not flat, very flat. And two, like it's a big park. So you're going to be doing a lot of walking no matter what, no matter where you are from places to places, you're going to be walking. So, and then standing and dancing. So yes, I would definitely start getting the legs ready.
Fantastic. All right, let us know what you think. We will be back for yoga and
cardio.
Right. We'll be back tomorrow. We have an interview dropping with DJ Airwolf. We got to speak with him yesterday about his after shows, so look for that. And members, we'll see you at set break tomorrow. Everybody else, we'll see you 15 minutes after the encore. Thank you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.